So Aaron actually made videos when he was stuck in the canyon. He had his video camera, and you know, he does. The real Aaron does motivational talks, and he's done a lot of specials, but he never shows these videos. He's only, as far as I know, he's only shown them to his friends and family and the people that he was really addressing in these videos. But the first time that I met him, he flew out to LA, and we all met in at the Four Seasons in a hotel room. And it was just Danny and Simon, the writer, and Christian, the producer, and I, and the production designer, Sudara. And and he showed us these videos, and it was really it was incredibly powerful. And for me, it was, as an actor, it was the most valuable thing that Aaron really gave me, because I got to see him in that spot, not knowing that he was going to get out. It's a glimpse into, you know, a moment in his life where he thought he was going to die. In hindsight, you can look back and say, yeah, you know, I went through a lot, but I made it. The moment he was showing me on that film, he didn't know. He thought he was going to die. And I don't know. In some ways, I've never seen anything like it. Not because he said anything really profound, you know, it was just kind of personal messages to his friends and family and saying goodbye and, you know, remembering things with them. But to sit there and watch somebody that you know has accepted their own death, it was very, very powerful. Originally, Danny's idea behind having two DPs was that I would have a different relationship with both of them, that they would shoot in different ways. They had the freedom to light their scenes and their shots in their own way. And Danny wanted, you know, their material to clash and to be jarring, because there was no antagonistic character in the movie. The idea was to have antagonistic DPs, and that at some points in the movie, you'd have this underlying feeling that would have been generated by one DP's material, and then the other DP, and then it jumped to this other kind of feeling. It didn't quite work out that way, I think, possibly because, you know, great DPs think alike, I don't know, great minds think alike, but also I think because Danny decided to shoot, after we went into production, he decided to do this long take thing that he didn't know that he was going to do. And so that, the long takes really dictated a lot of the look of the movie and the way that it was shot, because essentially I was improvising, not with dialogue, but improvising kind of with behavior, and the DPs were improvising with the shots, just because, you know, we'd go so long, they'd just have to, you know, keep finding new shots. Right. I guess the first time I met Aaron, he asked me why I wanted to do this story or be in this movie. And I said, well, one of the things I said was, I love how it's a situation that forces a person to really look at himself, that it strips away all, you know, everything in his life, relationships, and, you know, everything that we take for granted in our everyday civilized life. And really forces him to just look at himself, how he's lived his life, and then also look at his own kind of makeup and how he, and I guess his will to live, or his, you know, his own, you know, thoughts about life and death. I said something like that. And Aaron didn't like that answer. He said, well, I was really alone in the canyon, but actually I was connected to my family through the camera, and that when he was making these video messages, there was a very strong connection to the outside world.